Hello everyone, welcome to another video of slangs. In this video we're going to learn a couple of more slangs, and this is going to be the 18th number video about slang. So if you haven't seen the first 17 videos of slang, I recommend you to go back, find my slangs playlist, and you can watch all those videos over there and use them into your daily life English. These are long and detailed videos about daily life conversation and the phrases that you can use to speak good English in your daily life conversation. Okay, so these are really important ones, so keep learning them well, and if you have some problem, you are always welcome to talk with me. So let's start today's video. The first one is, it's hard for me to plus verb. It's hard for me to plus verb. In simple words, you are telling someone that something that is not easy for you to do, or something is challenging for you to do. For example, it's hard for me to speak Chinese. Okay, so you are telling to someone that you are not comfortable at speaking Chinese, or it's not easy for you to speak Chinese. Okay, it's hard for me to play cricket. Maybe you are not good at playing cricket and it is difficult for you to play cricket, whatever. Okay, so let's look at the description here. When saying that something is hard for me, you are informing someone that what you are talking about is difficult or challenging for you. Simply something that is not easy for you, something that is challenging for you. Okay, and verb suggests exactly the thing or a specific thing that is not easy for you. Okay, now let's look at some examples to understand this slang in a more proper way. Okay, it's hard for me to accept what you are telling me. Okay, it's hard for me to argue your point. Okay, it's hard for me to balance my checkbook. It's hard for me to concentrate on the task. It's hard for me to consider your other options. Sorry. It's hard for me to depend on you. Okay, it's hard for me to decide where to go tonight. It's hard for me to explain my actions. Well, normally people, it's not easy for them to explain their actions, whatever they are doing. Like currently, in our country, the situation is hard to explain. Okay, it's hard for me to explain our country's current situation. It is not easy. Okay, next one. It's hard for me to guarantee your success. Okay, it's hard for me to handle so much pressure. It's hard for me to wake up early in the morning. It's hard for me to work in this environment. Okay, it's hard for me to forget her. Well, normally when you love someone, this situation occurs with you. Okay, next one. It's hard for me to live without her. Okay, so you can use this slang, this daily life English phrase to communicate well in English. Okay, you are simply telling something that is not easy for you to do, something that is challenging for you or difficult for you to do. For example, it's hard for me to run 25 kilometers. Okay, it's hard for me to drive the car. It's hard for me to speak English. It's hard for me to learn Japanese. Okay, or it's hard for me to take the IELTS test. As for most of the students, like I have some students who are not well educated. For them it is hard to take the IELTS test. Okay, so let's move on to the next slang, the second one of this video. I've heard that plus subject plus verb. I've heard that plus subject plus verb. Something that you have heard about someone. Subject is referring to someone that you have heard. For example, about the prime minister, about the president, about the actor, whatever. Okay, and plus verb that they have done something. For example, I've heard that Tom Cruise has retired, whatever. Okay, or I've heard that Prime Minister is going to, like, for example, going to abroad, whatever. Okay, so let's look at the description. You are telling someone, no, sorry, you are letting someone know that you are aware of something, or that you have been informed of, or something that is taking place. This could be something that has already happened, or something happening in the near future. I've is the contraction of the words I have. Here I have, in short, we say I've. Okay, I've heard that plus subject plus verb. For example, I've heard that you failed in exams. Okay, for example. So next one, look at the examples of this slang. I've heard that you got a new job. Okay, I've heard that you want to leave your job. I've heard that you got a new car. I've heard that you like to jog. I've heard that you've never been to Canada. I've heard that you like to shop. Okay, I've heard that you and your boss don't get along. I've heard that there is no school next week. Well, for most of the students, for the kids, this is a really good news that I've heard that there is no school next week. Okay, because they can enjoy themselves at home or whatever they want to do. I've heard that your wife is a yoga instructor. I've heard that you're planning to move abroad. Okay, I've heard that you want to continue your studies. I've heard that you're getting married. Okay, now you may say, I've heard that you're going abroad. I've heard that you have passed your IELTS test. I've heard that you have joined a new academy. I've heard that you have learned English. Okay, so like this, you can use these two phrases again. These are really useful ones. I hope you understand them well and you can use them into your daily life speaking English. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself and your families. Bye bye. Have a good time.